Job 33:4. Is the Spirit of God divine? The Spirit of God has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life. Job 33:4. This profound declaration by Elihu in the book of Job raises an essential question. How can the Spirit of God be both creator and life-giver unless the Spirit is fully divine? Let's explore Job 33:4, its theological implications, and why skeptics must grapple with this foundational truth. 1. The context of Job 33:4. Job 33 is part of Elihu's speech, where he addresses Job's complaints about God's justice and sovereignty. In verse 4, Elihu emphasizes the Spirit of God's role in creation and life. The Spirit of God, described as the one who made Elihu, pointing to the Spirit's active role in creation. The breath of the Almighty, a parallel phrase that highlights God's intimate involvement in giving life. Challenge. If the Spirit is merely a force or metaphor, how can it independently create and give life? 2. The Spirit's role in creation. The Bible consistently affirms the Spirit of God's involvement in creation. Genesis 1:2, the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, actively preparing the world for creation. Psalm 104:30, when you send your Spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the ground. John 1:3, all things were made through the Word, Jesus, in harmony with the Spirit's creative power. Challenge. How can the Spirit be the creator unless it shares in God's divine essence? 3. The Spirit as life-giver. Job 33:4 highlights the Spirit's role in imparting life, a divine attribute. Genesis 2:7. God breathes life into Adam, showing that life originates from him. John 6:63. Jesus declares, the Spirit gives life, the flesh counts for nothing. Romans 8:11. If the Spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you, he will also give life to your mortal bodies. Challenge. If the Spirit is not divine, how can it give life, a role reserved for God? 4. Connection to the Trinity. Job 34 aligns with the broader biblical revelation of the Trinity, where the Father, Son, and Spirit are unified in creation and life-giving power. The Father initiates creation and life. The Son, the Word through whom creation comes into being, John chapter 1:1-3. The Spirit, the life-giving presence and power of God. Challenge. If skeptics deny the Trinity, how do they explain the distinct yet unified roles of the Spirit, Son, and Father in creation and life? 5. Counter-arguments and responses. Skeptics may argue that the Spirit in Job 33:4 is a metaphor for God's power or breath. However, active role in creation, the Spirit is described as an agent, not a metaphor, actively making and giving life. Consistent biblical theme. From Genesis to Revelation, the Spirit is portrayed as a distinct person within the Godhead. Challenge. How can the Spirit perform divine actions if it is merely a metaphor or impersonal force? 6. Why this matters understanding. Job 33:4 has profound implications for theology and faith. Affirming the Spirit's divinity. This verse supports the doctrine of the Trinity, showing that the Spirit is fully God. God's role in life. Recognizing the Spirit as creator and life-giver deepens our appreciation of God's intimate involvement in our existence. A challenge to skeptics. Job 33:4 invites skeptics to reconsider their views on God's Spirit and its divine role. Challenge. If skeptics reject the Spirit's divinity, how do they explain its creative and life-giving power in Job 33:4 and throughout Scripture? Call to action. What do you think about Job 33:4? Does this verse prove the Spirit's divinity, or is there another explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking Bible studies.